Yeah, exactly.
You can't go to court looking like Sideshow Bob, bro. You gotta at least button up a little bit, bro.
No, I ain't button. This is what I look like. This is what my money look like. Yeah, welcome to Monday meditation night with me, myself, Boom. I think Troy is supposed to be coming on. Troy, he's supposed to jump on. But man, how you doing today, man?
I'm chilling, man. Blessed, man. Going through life like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? How about yourself, brother?
Man, just lifing too, man. I'm just lifing. Um, I'm just glad that every opportunity I get to get better, man. That's what I'm on right now. Yeah, every opportunity I can get to be better. That's what kind of time I'm on.
That's a fact, man. My son put his chips over here. That's a fact, man. It's almost like you don't want to waste a second, right, man? You want to learn something every damn second. You're trying to learn something new. You're trying to find some new way. I guess that's life, though, right? That's the whole purpose of life. It's just to experience and learn all the time, I guess, right? Get better.
I treat you like I'm jail nigga. I'm on borrowed time. You know what I mean? Like we all on borrowed time. You trying to achieve something. You know what I mean? So that's what it is, man. But
yeah, my bad, brother.
Yeah, man. Like I said, we all on like time and got ideas and trying to make some certain things happen. So,
what's been up with you, man? How you feel about the game?
What game? Oh, the Super Bowl was. I'm happy with it, man. I think.
I know you talked about it earlier. I just want to know your feelings, though. I ain't get a chance to talk to you about it.
Like at the end of the day, I knew it was going to happen because, like, people got to understand. Certain people got tendencies, right? Kyle Shanahan comes off hot every time, right? In the beginning of the game, he gets up a lot, but he doesn't make the proper in-game adjustments, and he always slips. He always loses it, man. He always chokes at the end. They should definitely went for 7 instead of 3. I don't know what they was thinking. Maybe they thought it was sudden death, but it's the NFL changed, the rules changed. Everybody get a chance to score.
It's right that point that where the ball at the point where the punt where they got the stop and then the punt bounced off his leg. I really felt like he should have dove on the ball. Now listen, I ain't either fan, man. I ain't fans of either team, so I didn't really care who won. I was just mad that Travis Kelce didn't score a touchdown because that would have made me $300 off of my team. So all he had to do was score a touchdown. So at the end, I found myself rooting for the Chiefs, hoping that it'd be Travis that scored. So when it wasn't Travis, I was still pissed. Like, I don't give a fuck. I get my money. So I don't know, man. I just wonder how you felt, man. I seen a lot of bandwagoners for the Chiefs and the Niners, man. So
at the end of the day, that's what it's going to be, man. That's what it's going to be, man. It's all about who's hot right now, man. It's no different, man. From, you know what I mean, in our community, whoever the hottest nigga is, pause. That's what people going to be around. You know what I mean? It's all about waves, man. People going to jump on the wave.
Yeah. What's going on, though, man? What's going on with us for today?
Man, but I know he was joking about last week. He was joking about we was talking about trauma, right? Mm-hmm. Childhood trauma, man. Do you think that dictates how, you know, men parenting in the future? Like the trauma you had as a kid, you know what I mean, try to break the curse, of course. But do you think that kind of dictate our parenting skills? The trauma we had as kids?
I definitely do, bro. What's up, Amaro? I definitely do, bro. I think it do just because it dictates how I was raised, how my mom was raised. I find myself being a lot more forgiving lately after I was able to think about it. But hell yeah, man. I'm about to say some shit real quick.
Go ahead,
That's
man.
probably gonna sound like it's off the radar, right? But I think about it like my great grandmother was born in like 1910, right? That was when she was actually a baby, like you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I give her 20 years till she had my grandmother, right? Which was
Mm-hmm.
her in 1930. And then, well, my great grandmother, excuse me. And then my grandmother that just passed, she was born in like the 40s. You feel me? So all these things is happening. Like my great great grandmother was born before women, got their rights. Then my grandmother that just passed was born before civil rights. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then my mom was born like the year Martin Luther King died. Like, so all these childhood traumas that comes on this, it makes me find myself being more forgiving. Because when you think about maybe what our mothers been through during those 60s and 70s, right? It wasn't no CSB and shit that was like there to help them or programs that was there to help them, right? So a lot of times, a lot of trauma that they went through had to be overlooked. And then when they come at us with maybe some of their traditions or ways that they go through, ways that they feel like it should be, it's like, damn, man, some of this shit came from pretty much either people who was raised by slaves or slaves, because my great grandmother was the one who raised all of us, right? So all of her teachings came from uncles and aunts that was raised by slaves. You feel me? So a lot of times when we talk about childhood traumas, it'd be like, well, why this person doing this, or why this person can't think like this, or why? Man, a lot of us don't even know who our real family is. I mean, last time I checked, they were selling us, right? So once we got our freedom, then niggas didn't know who they actual blood cousins and sisters was. We got sold from our people and shit. So I don't know. I think a lot of our childhood traumas definitely goes into parenting. The way that I was raised goes into sometimes my anger. Sometimes I get mad at shit that I look back and be like, I probably shouldn't have got that mad. You know what I'm saying? But it was the way I was raised, though. You feel me? And then it was the right.
And I totally agree with you on that one because my mom was one of 13, my dad was one of 12. So obviously they're how they was growing up is totally different. They had to share clothes and pass them, hand me downs. So I can understand why they did certain things. You know what I mean? Because they poor was totally different from my poor, right? You know what I mean? And what they experienced was totally different from me. And when I was telling my wife today, I said, man, I remember this. I was so bad, my mom was raising me till my dad came to pick me up. But I used to get ass whoopings in like ciphers. You know what I mean?
What you mean, like grandma first, dad second?
Oh yeah, you gonna learn today. You know what I mean? Them kind of ass whoopings, right? Like, you know what I mean? Them kind of cipher ass whoopings where I'm like, damn, I don't think I'll ever do shit like to my kid like that. You know what I mean? But it's totally different parenting styles nowadays.
I mean, well, okay, so my sons, yeah, we go at it. My daughters, I popped them early, 4, 5, 6 years in that age range, but I think the cheers from them was like, yeah, they ain't it either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I just don't want to see my daughters cry. They've been on some bullshit lately. I kind of fucked up. I probably should have put my hands on them, but they've been on some bullshit lately, and it's probably because I didn't do it as much as I should have. But I think that it's the world, right? So most of us is like, we don't want our kids to be raised the way that we was raised, right? Or we don't want to do the things that a lot of us be like that, and we should have had this. But nigga, they didn't have a PlayStation 5 when we was kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
extra sketch and shit like that, man.
You hear me? So if we want them to be like us, then we need to go be buying them some Play-Doh. We need to go buy them some Stretch Armstrong, some Legos. Like, come on, let's be for real, because the shit that we wanted wasn't no PlayStation. Like, so I think that the things that we are priving ourselves to give our kids that we didn't have, it's like you want to give them a flat screen. We didn't have flat screens to get, so you get them a box, nigga, if it's that serious, like, or make them work for it. And I think that a lot of times with the community is hard because you can keep your child in the house until it's time to go to school. But once they go to school, the mother kids got phones. You know what I'm saying? They listening to all that other shit that we trying to keep our kids from listening to. So it really just comes to a community thing at the end of the day. But that's hard too because you say something to somebody's child, nigga, might not make it back home to yours, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely like that, man. You know what I mean? I remember back in the days, you know what I mean? You squabble with somebody, you know what I mean, in school, and you might have that fight that nigga's cousin after school. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's just a different time. Now these kids so quick to pull them chopsticks out. It's crazy, man.
And you know, just on the conspiracy level with that, man, because I'm got the Untold Truth with Boom on Opulence Radio. Don't forget to check that out. But I'm definitely gonna be talking about that conspiracy level type of shit because it's a fact that they found guns in Chicago. It's like they was finding guns in the Chicago alleys, and those guns was being placed there by government officials, whoever that may be, CIA, FBI, I don't fucking know, ATF, whoever. They would just place them there, you know what I'm saying? Because they knew these dudes would get a hold of them. They knew they'd go out here and that crazy off them drugs. So a lot of this shit just be coming, even if you don't have the money to buy it, you might find it just, you know what I'm saying, walking in the hood. Like, so it's crazy the setup that they have for us, and it's crazy the fact that we fall for it every time because instead of us understanding that they will do that just to kill our community off, they think that a motherfucker just bad as fuck. You just a bad ass.
What's up with you, brother?
What up?
What's going on, Trey? They
What's
think
up,
that you're
what's
just
up?
bad because you got a gun, but they don't understand how you got the gun. You know what I'm saying? And that really be the thing, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's definitely
He
a
was
little bit
he
of
was
that.
asking Trey. He was asking Trey. Do we think that the way that we was raised could affect the way that we raise our children? I think that's how you asked it.
Yeah, that
Oh,
does
hell
that
yeah.
dictate?
It's a direct correlation. It's a direct correlation. Because some people become just like their parents, and other people become the opposite in spite.
And that's pretty much your only two choices, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's fucked up.
For real. Like, damn, one day you just look up and you your daddy.
I don't want to be like y'all.
What happened?
Fuck you right here. I don't want to be like y'all. They just wake up like fuck y'all. It's like me. It's like one or the other.
Yeah,
So I
for
get
real.
it. I don't want to be like y'all, man. I'm gonna be just like, and I get it. Like I was telling him, man, I was thinking about like my grandmother, not the one that just passed, but the one that really kind of started it all. I know somebody else. I have her grandmother, you know what I'm saying, and on and on. But my grandmother being born in my great grandmother being born in 1910 gave me an idea how she might have been raised, right? You know what I'm saying? And then the way that, well, how was her mother raised? Because we know her mother was for sure raised by some slaves. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, or at least had the slave tradition, because we talking about the 1800s now. And that shit carries on. Way you cook your food, way you think, way you act. You know what I'm saying?
It's like generational trauma. You know what I'm saying?
For real. Because especially with our older ones dying off, man. Rest in peace to my grandma, just died Saturday.
Sorry, you know me, mom.
Yeah, shout out to grandma. But
Yeah,
thinking about it, it's like all of our older ones are starting to die. I done seen people, you know, rest in peace to a lot of people's grandmothers, and I done seen people who was mourning over their grandmothers on social media as well. And it don't hit the same, obviously, because it's not our grandmother, right? But it's you still have that empathy for a person or sympathy, whichever one always getting mixed up. But you look at them and you see that they all of our OGs are really dying off, right? And it's like now it's about to be on us, right? And we really about to be the ones to make these traditions and shit. So
yeah.
We taking the older traditions, but then we taking the most of the, we could do our own. We ain't got to follow what mama saying. We ain't got to do what dad saying. We're going to do it how we going to do it. We taking that to a whole new level too. So it's like, I don't know what the next generation of kids going to be, but I definitely do believe that we affect all of this.
And like you said, man, it starts with the grandma. When the grandma dies, man, you start seeing like, that's like, that plant just crumbles. You know what I mean? Because the grandma is everything. In the black community, she's like the tough Tony. She's the grandfathers in some cases, because a lot of us, you know what I mean, my grandfather had a heat stroke or had a stroke. You know what I mean? you know what I mean, on my mom's side, and I never met my grandfather on my dad's side. You know what I mean? Men don't last long. So the grandma's everything. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Sometimes give you too tough love. Sometimes, you know what I mean? But it's just, like you said, generational things. My grandma, I think she died at 85. My other grandma died at 80. So, and both of them had a lot of kids. So just dealing with, you know what I mean, raising kids, and that's a whole different animal. You know what I mean? Growing up with
Oftentimes, the farther back we go, the more kids they fucking had.
But that's what's so crazy about it is, what's so fucked up about it is that that's the dope thing, to be a part of a family with like 15, 16 kids, and now you only can
How dope is that for her
food.
ass though? Shit.
I mean, yeah, but think about this, though, right?
They didn't have shit else to do. Like, realistically,
right.
You know what I'm saying? They just had the radio. So it was like either listen to the radio or fuck. Like, so everybody have 15, 45 kids. Shit, now we got Netflix. It's like, all right, hold on.
But at the same time, you grew though, right? You have all these different businesses. You have big ass lands. You had all these different types of shit going on with different children, like, you know, and then they had children. So you had this big ass family. And if it was able to stay together, this is how you get the big names of the city, you know, because you be like, oh, I know that person the Will, or that person the Neil, or you know what I'm saying? Because they really stuck.
Are you part of the goddamn Davis family? Oh shit.
You hear me? And that's crazy you said that, because a lot of times you get labeled your family's name in them towns. Like, damn, the Williams, them niggas, the Williams, some alcoholics. All they want to do is fight all the time. So you get labeled by that tribe of your family. And
but that's how it's supposed to be, though. Y'all tribe,
but it is. I'm gonna say, because everybody know. Like, I didn't
ain't like that no more.
I didn't have well, it's because people are. It's like, I feel like as time goes on, people aren't having those big families anymore.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like 1 to 2. All right, that's enough. But it's like I come from a big family too. And this alone with like siblings is 4 boys, and like with my cousins and all of us, we all went to like the same high school and shit. So it was like when people found out, they didn't like, I didn't have the same last name as them, but my mom did. And so one time she was picking me up from school or whatever on some shit, and I got suspended, whatever. She's talking to the counselor and was like, wait, I'm sorry, man, what's your last name? She said, he's like, is such and such your cousin? You're like in a relationship? She's like, yeah. She said, oh shit, that's why he's in here. Like, that's his real last name, huh? Like, but it gives you a sense of identity, but I think that's also the issue, because as time goes on, we kind of lack that from tradition and from having those big families. We don't fully have much to stand on as far as identity. Like, I can say I know the family that I come from because it's so big, and I've experienced both sides completely. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know tradition. A lot of kids don't know tradition no more and stuff like that. But it also starts with us because we're not passing them down. Like, I saw this tweet that was like, where the cookouts at and shit. Like, and it was like, well, we're at the age to be having the cookouts now. We're the motherfuckers having the cookouts now. We're the motherfuckers throwing the cabarets now. That's our age now, but we're not doing it because we still like, nigga, no, we have to fucking cabaret at the club.
They didn't, because even back then, I mean, it was like, I mean, I seen a lot of people there talk their little shit under their breath and be like, oh, what this person got on, what that person got on. But for the most part, it didn't matter what you got on as far as being around. It only mattered what you got on as far as like, if we're gonna do business with you, I guess. So if a motherfucker come around, everybody got plates. Like, you know what I'm saying? Them cookouts back in the day, everybody got plates. It wasn't really everybody had to bring nothing, but the inflection of food, all that shit goes into a tie with us even having bigger families. And it's like the bigger family only becomes a problem because your people in your tribe, is like, you had those kids, you take care of them. You know what I'm saying? And once that stigma start going around, it's like, okay, well, I'm only gonna have enough to where I know I can take care of them for sure, because ain't nobody gonna do nothing for my kids. And I think that's a fucked up feeling, because when you talk to a lot of people, or you see a lot of people, they be kicking it with their cousins, they be kicking it with their aunties and shit. Everybody still say the same thing, and they be like, I gotta make sure I do what's best for me, because they all feel the same way. Like, ain't nobody got our backs. Like, we gotta do this or we fucked. And I think it'll be way better, man, once we start doing that. Because
do you think in this case right here, man? Do you think we can ever, as black men, stop the Mandingo fighting as a people? I mean, in business, life, networking.
It takes self-work. Niggas need to, because it just comes from like your own insecurity. Shit like that come from because the motherfucker that's securing themselves don't really feel the need to. I mean, like competition happens. You know, sports is competitive. You know, art sometimes, depending on what it is, it can be competitive. So that's fine. But like the whole dick swinging, you know, competition shit is like that comes from insecurity. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the more it just takes niggas to get secure. And I think that shit would start if I think psychology needs to be fucking taught in elementary school. Like, it needs to start early. So we fucking start understanding where our shit comes from. Instead of some of that other bullshit that they teach. Like, take some shit that people really fucking need. Understand where your bullshit is coming from.
And you know what I mean? It could be even on the podcast level. Because Boom got podcast lit. Doesn't mean we can't network as black people. But sometimes we get in the insecurity and say, damn, fuck that. I don't want Boom to come over here because he might be like, we gotta stop that shit, man. We all bring different shit.
We got a big fear of lack too. We feel like, but it's how we're trained, specifically black minds too. We're trained to feel like there's limited space. So one person's over there, damn, I gotta take your spot. Not I'm going to add a spot. Like I'm gonna join you over there. It's like, no, nigga, give me that spot because there ain't no more spots left. It's the only spot. And it's like we have this mindset of limitation. And that's also the problem too. Like we think it's limited space for shit, and it's like all the shit is infinite. Just do it. Why you got to take somebody else's spot? They doing it.
It still goes back to what you were saying earlier, man. The psychology of it, man. At one point in time, we didn't have this, right? Because everybody had to work together, nigga. I was trying to make sure you get through, cross the railroad without getting caught, and you was trying to make sure I get across that bitch without getting caught. You feel me? It didn't matter who was bigger, like, you know what I'm saying, nigga, because we all could get ripped by some horses, you feel me, or hung and get our balls cut off, like, you know what I'm saying, so it didn't matter. And I think that once they gave us our freedom, man, it was just more of a, okay, race to see who can be better than the white man, and in order to that, we got to step on everybody, you know, and to teach us hate for 400 years is like something that we already know. So I do, or excuse me, something that was beat and branded into us literally, like hate, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think that once the people got free, their mentality was fuck you, like, nigga, if you ain't, you know, helping me, nigga, fuck you. And I hear that a lot of the black people, once they got free, they only did what they knew, which was get more slaves. Like, so we really started. You know what I'm saying? So we really
some people stayed slaves because they didn't know. They was like, well, shit, I ain't got shit else to do. What I'm about to be doing free? Nigga,
I mean, it's
fucked out on this plantation.
Man, come on, man. and it's so fucked up because it's like when we have to have that mentality when we start with our freedom with that mentality, bro. It's like it's almost like
that I can't imagine doing anything else. I'm just gonna stay right here.
You hear me? So it's hard to like sit there and say that it's not going to be a tough fight to get niggas to stop thinking like that, because a lot of niggas still think like that. I can sit on this Section 8. Sounds like I can sit on this plantation. I can sit on this MHA. Oh, girl got a house over there. If I ain't got to pay no rent, I can just live off of her. And you know, la. So it's just like, it don't seem like our mentality is where it has to be, because that same nigga that's gonna go live off of old girl in her Section 8 is gonna be the same nigga to laugh at me because I got on some Payless shoes and he got on Jordans. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how nigga only got on Payless shoes because nigga I pay rent. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't pay rent, I have some Jordans.
Back to self, because if you feel he insecure about what he at, and it's like, I'm talking about this nigga. Like,
come on, man. Why though? You don't even know what I got going on.
It's the mindset is so that you don't point out my flaws. I'm going to get you first and point out all your flaws. And so everybody look at this. Ha ha ha. Please don't look at me.
And I think that is the what y'all talking about, man. The saddest shit to see is, though, us as a people, we get so comfortable with trying to inherit shit instead of getting it our own, right? You see a nigga, Dashiki right over here, want to inherit grandma's house. She want to inherit the Section 8 voucher. Like, why don't we want more?
I'm gonna
to
say
inherit the Section 8 voucher. Go ahead, Troy. Go ahead, build
I'm
off
just
that.
gonna say fuck that because white people been doing that shit. All the other generations been passing down fucking, you know what I'm saying, Arabics and Chaldeans and shit. They pass out gas stations and smoke shops and shit. They're running the fact like
But I'm saying the
you know,
Section
white people
8
pass
voucher.
out.
That's not
Oh,
no
I don't
gains
know
off
about that. Like
You
I
ain't
didn't know
getting
that was
nothing
the
off
actual
that.
thing.
I just
You know
thought
what?
I was just mentioning, yeah, I didn't know that was a thing, but I just referring to more so just the idea of, for lack of a better word, nepotism. You know what I'm saying? Passing shit down when we have it to our kids and not make them work as hard. Like, granted, I do think there should be lessons that should be learned, but I do think if we have it, hell yeah, fucking get your, you know what I'm saying? You got that position to get your child somewhere, fucking do that shit because their competition, they gonna do that shit. The person that's, you know what I'm saying, competing with them, they're gonna do that shit without a problem. So it's like we have this idea that we have to make our lives so hard to learn lessons, but it's like there's other ways to teach lessons. Go ahead and get that. Go ahead and bring your family in because the way as did that shit.
But the public, bro, the public be influential, so influential, bro. Like
that's how you gotta find a way to teach the lesson. A different way.
But see, the only thing, I think that the world that we live in now, man, with all this AI, with all this technology, with all this knowledge that everybody has access to, I think the only thing that we are able to do at this very moment in our life is plant a seed. You feel me? Because anything that I'm telling the motherfucker, they really can find out on their own, and they can get more in-depth information from it, right? So if I give you some information, only thing I can hope that you do is take it with you, because other than that, you're gonna be like, well, I know from Google, I know from Siri, I know from Alexa, I know from all these other, all I gotta do is ask them. I don't even gotta ask you no more. I can ask Alexa to tell me what I need to put in my refrigerator, bro. Like what I need to eat nutritional. Like I don't even need to talk to the doctor no more. Like, so I think that we in this point. I mean, first the Apple Vision Pro, which I'm about to get, shout out to them when I get some money. We walking around literally in a metaverse outside, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's only so much you can tell a person, you know what I'm saying? Like right now, nigga, I could go, if I get the Apple Vision Pro, I could fly to Mexico, France, wherever. Don't know how to read none of them languages, but look at it with my goggles and it tell me exactly what the fuck it say in English. I don't even need a translator no more, my nigga. Like I don't need, you know what I'm saying? So it's like at this point, it's hard to tell anybody anything. You feel me? Only thing I think we can do at this point in time in our lives, bro, is plant seeds. For real. That's only like
that's what I mean as far as moving forward. That's why it's like to start. Like it's kind of unfortunate, but if you're not there as far as our age, or like maybe a little bit younger, then it's probably gonna be it for you. I mean, just like I just feel like your mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like how you think and shit. Like it's just because at a certain age, you should naturally start to just evaluate yourself in life and kind of just grow. You fucking evolve, and so unfortunately, at our age and older, you know what I'm saying, if you don't really reach that, chances are the older you get, the slimmer the chances are that you will change. You know what I'm saying, and evolve. So, but as far as moving forward, I think, like I said, psychology needs to be taught in schools, like start as early as elementary school. You know what I'm saying? Because then that births another generation of adults out there that will be aware of their bullshit, that'll be aware of like, you know what I'm saying, like their insecurities and projecting them and shit like that, and it'll be less of it. Like it's starting to be less of it because Black people are getting more and more into therapy, but it's gonna take a while, and so I think that's a good step.
But it's other forms of actual physical therapy you can partake in, and I don't think you necessarily. Sometimes a psychiatrist doesn't work for everybody, but there is some kind of other ways you can get that mental health.
Well, to agree and disagree with you real quick, Troy. I agree with you as far as what needs to be in school. It's so much shit that we definitely need to put in school, including mental health, psychology, things like that. I mean, But the problem is that it's not going to happen because they didn't make the schools for that, right? They didn't make the public schools for that. So even no matter how much tax we pay in, and no matter how much tax money that we put into these schools, the whole purpose of the school was to keep us working. So yes, if you say we need new
obedient.
books, it's not going to be new psychology, but it's going to be this new math that the same math in a new book. You feel me? We're not giving y'all nothing extra to better yourselves unless you pay for it. Then we'll talk.
Yeah.
You feel me? And you still only gonna get what we allow to come through these motherfucking borders. Like, but it's just like at this point we have to figure out how we can get ourselves together and then teach our own, because even their psychology is not our psychology, man. The shit that we've been through,
see, that's why I counter African American studies and psychology. I say them two.
Put them together, because the shit that we've been through, their psychology ain't our psychology, bro. They can't start to think. It's impossible to think like us. The closest people I think that could probably think like us is what, the Jews, maybe, and that's because of what happened with them and the Holocaust. And I shout out to them, but it's like that's probably the closest people who can maybe begin to understand to what we got going on psychology wise. If we're gonna follow psychology, they will be the only people we should follow. Is what I'm saying. Like, if we're gonna be following some psychology. What's going on with you, Rod?
It's definitely I think they need that. Like I said, I've been harping on actual job skills and actually teaching these babies how to cook, man. You know how many people I know that can't even cook an egg? I remember going to home ec class, and they used to teach me the basics, right? Yeah. Like everybody at home ec, you know what I mean? If you're in your 30 plus, in your 30s, they taught you basic things. I learned how to sew a little bit. My stepmom taught me, you fuck your pants up. You might need to learn how to sew a little bit. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers don't even get them simple skills. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about sewing a brand new fucking outfit or nothing, but you got a hole in your pants, sew it up.
Yeah.
Like basic shit. A lot of people don't even know how to use an iron.
I recently found out how real that is. I was like, damn, really? Okay.
Man, bro, but the real problem is they coming out with dryers that get your clothes wrinkle free. You ain't even gotta iron them bitches. And who wear creases anymore? Who really?
But you know what the actual problem is now that I think about it. I don't know if y'all saw that fucking Sukihana video recently. She was on a podcast.
Oh man, don't say that, Troy.
It's that motherfuckers can't read. And that's another hope.
She said, I don't do fucking magic. Yo, that is crazy.
He's like, oh, I know you're a musician. She's like, what the fuck is that? I don't do no fucking magic. It's like, dog, motherfuckers can't read, and that's another problem. So that's why motherfuckers can't cook, because they won't read instructions because they can't. Like, and I'm like, we talking shit. I'm learning how real that is. It's very unfortunate that there's an overwhelming amount of people who can't read and never said anything.
That's because America allows the students to graduate with a D.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's turning the homework.
That's not new. That's not new, because that was the thing back, like I said, like back when I was.
I did not know that, because it made me feel even dumber that I got a GED. I'm like, all I had to do was fail the test and turn in some homework that wasn't even correct, and I would have got a D. I can't even do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? So that made me feel even worse. Like, but the fact that America will allow us, it's set up for us to fail, bro. Like, allow us to pass with a D.
Yeah, and that's another part too that made me think about like how kids can be assholes. Because I was like one of those kids. Like, I've always been a good reader. You know what I'm saying? And so, I always could, like I said, read and shit like that. I always knew words and talked, I guess, quote unquote, proper. So niggas used to call me Braxton and shit like that. I think I talked about that before. Like, yeah, I'd be like, oh damn, this nigga talking like Dexter's Laboratory and shit, shit like that. So then in retrospect, because that would make a smart kid feel fucked up. But then in retrospect, the kids that couldn't read, like, you know how when the teacher called on the kid who can't read, he's stuttering and shit, I'm reading slow. I used to be that bitch like, one of them kids like not making him feel fucked up. Like, it's this cycle of making a kid who doesn't feel as confident in reading or literature or whatever the case is feel fucked up because he's not. And then the kid who is good, making him feel fucked up because he like it. So we both. We both just feel
and a lot of people don't understand. You got to definitely make sure them kids get these basic life skills of reading and writing, counting, because that shit's for real. You know what I mean? A lot of these motherfuckers don't even know how to write their, you know what I mean, even know how to write the name in basic cursive for a signature. People writing this shit in print, doing a check.
Cursive they don't even teach cursive no more.
But I'm just saying, you can't put your name.
That's crazy.
It's SHIROD and leave an I. Like, niggas gonna be able to do your signature. Like, it's just like balance a checkbook. Like, a lot of people had to learn how to, instead of a, you know what I mean, had a checkbook, had to write checks out. Like, you be looking weird as shit, you bring out a checkbook.
Right now,
he's like, wait, what's that?
What the fuck is a checkbook? Like,
bro, I done wrote checks already though, bro. Stop it, man. I listen.
Checkbooks, how to do a money orders. Now we got Cash App. We got Zumo, Zelle.
Although that shit did
But you
save
still
my
gotta
life
write
after I
checks
moved.
though, man. I still
But
be seeing people have to write checks and shit though, man. I do still see people have to write checks. I think that's when we go into our super adulthood. We understand that checks are still a thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, you know, with us younger ones, we ain't worried about checks right now, man. You can send that shit to me through Cash App, through Zelle. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas don't know about Western Union, you know what I'm saying? Like having to actually drive and go pick up the money, hoping you have enough gas to get there or a way to get to the Western Union to get the money. Niggas don't know about that. You know what I'm saying?
Or even a lot of motherfuckers don't know the basic skills of shacking the laundry up, taking it to the laundromat, you have your shit already sorted.
I used to love a good laundromat trip.
Go ahead, put that shit in, wash it.
So they had, the one we used to go to had the arcade games and shit. So it was like, we got cool. We about to go in there. They had the TV, so I watched a little movie, play some Mortal Kombat, get some snacks from the vending machine, and it was good.
But now, you know, even now they got the washing machines. Motherfuckers don't know about. I mean, niggas don't know about hanging their clothes on the line and shit. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're from the South, they still getting that real grimy gutter. You know, grow your strawberries, and that's dope though. That's dope though. That's what I really want to go back to, man. I hope I can get me some land, man, and grow me some shit, bro.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They missing out, man. They missing out on like real shit, man.
Yeah. I mean, I think what they really, I think that. Go ahead.
I was gonna say again, it's also too like traditions not being passed down. Like we can. It's also us. Like we're not doing the traditions for my parents. Our parents aren't doing the traditions for my grandparents. Because like I know, like, you know, it was funny this past Thanksgiving, my mom didn't cook. And she's like, I just don't feel like that shit. I ain't having everybody over. But she's like the quote unquote matriarch. She's the big mama of our generation. And she don't like that shit. So it's like,
shout out to your mama.
Now we ain't got no big mama. Huh?
No, fuck that. Shout out to her. Shout out to her because I mean, I get it. We all know the stories, the Pilgrim stories, all this other bullshit. We know what the actual story could have been, or we understand that. But at the same goddamn time, like, I mean, we should be able to have Thanksgiving any day. Actually, I'm finna figure out a way to declare a month, and even if it's just me doing it by myself, I'm finna take one of these months. I don't give a fuck whose month it is. Nigga, I'm finna take it and make it Black History Month because.
So we don't keep been snatching up June since Juneteenth. They got more attention the past couple of years.
Which been there for the last 100 years. As soon as we put attention on it, you know, they took it and, you know, turned it into a money thing.
Yeah, monetized it like they do everything. But we've been low key taking over that little month slowly.
That's cool too, but I still think that y'all gave us February, and I feel like we should take, you know, May, June, July, something like that. We should take that bitch. Like fuck whoever got going on. This is us. Because number one, y'all gave us the shortest month, right? But at the same goddamn time, it's like y'all never respect us. Y'all don't show us no love. And then when we sitting here and we having these discussions about traditions and traditions being passed on, a lot of times it also comes from them, you know, putting us in jail for bullshit, or you know, let's
demonizing our traditions and shit.
Come on, man, or just making us just look back, or just taking everything that we got. You know what I'm saying? Making us make less and pay more, to where we start realizing that fuck y'all Thanksgiving. Like, let's talk about our Thanksgiving. This is y'all Thanksgiving. This is when y'all came over here and decided to be cool with everybody. Let's go ahead and talk about when we decided to be cool with everybody. Let's do our own Thanksgiving. And who really can stop us? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, like, I feel that, but just as far as like in relation to tradition wise, right? Like, that was something that Big Mama from back in the day wasn't gonna let happen.
But
wasn't
like
gonna not be
what
no.
again? Because Big Mama will let you. A Big Mama tell you to beat the hell out your kids today. You feel me? But at the same time, we beat the hell out of our kids. We might be in jail somewhere. So traditions have to change. Is what I'm saying. Somewhere along the line, they have to.
Yeah. But I mean, but that's the point though. But we're the ones who should be reintroducing new ones, and that's the point. That like, if the old ones are gone and phasing out, and we're at the old, like we're not teens, 20s no more. We're 30 plus.
Give me
We
two.
should be making the new ones for.
Give me two.
the
Give me two
parents,
that
and
you
our
would
parents
think
should be
of.
making them.
Give me two. Give me two. This ain't even on spot. I'm just thinking of like I'm trying to think of some things. Give me two.
I mean, one of the ones that was really important to us was Sunday dinner. Like, I don't know if that's a big thing for people anymore, but like going up all the way up until like college, basically, you know what I'm saying, was known to be like a big soul food. You know what I'm saying? Like
everybody knew they was going to Big Mama house on Sunday.
Yeah,
I agree with you on that, man. Because it's not niggas don't even cook no more, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and it's so crazy because we
know catering
and
shit like that. Because like my mama ordered catering for Thanksgiving. Yeah. She ordered some random shit. It was like, fuck it, I don't feel like cooking this shit. I'm gonna get some shit catered. Like niggas would just get Uber.
Ain't no love in that. Ain't no love in that either. It ain't no that shit don't touch your belly. Pause.
Say the orange. We ain't got nobody with the orange no more.
Nigga with a barbecue 10,000s on. That nigga's different right there. You see your uncle with the barbecue 10,000s on. That shit different.
Open-toe sandals or
open-toe sandals. That shit leaning. Yeah, that's loving that.
True, but then it's like also like looking back too. That's the other half. I think we don't take into consideration, which is why again we have to really be careful about introducing new traditions or whatever. But like some of those like traditions from back in the day and shit were draining. And we think about, you know what I'm saying, Big Mama cooking every fucking Sunday, on Thanksgiving cooking from, the night before all the way up until like noon the next day. And, you know what I'm saying, slaving over that shit. Like, we don't take into consideration how tiring that shit like that might have been. Granted, it was a labor of love.
Did nobody ever watch that
shit was too much. So now I gotta clean up, and like, you know what I'm saying. And then sometimes motherfuckers didn't even get a chance to eat because everybody took everything. They didn't get a chance to put shit to the side. I cooked all this shit and I can't even get nothing. Like, it's a lot of shit to take into consideration too with some of the old traditions on why they phased out.
And back in the day, we was not so much. We had so much gluttony. You know what I mean? Wasting shit. You know what I mean? I remember back in the day, you waste a fucking plate. That's an MMA fight, baby. Like you better get grandma see you throw some shit away. Oh my god! I remember one time, God rest his soul. We live in the Jacks, right? Roach fall on my food.
Oh, fuck.
You better throw that bitch out of there and start eating that motherfucking shit. Well, like, you know what I mean? We couldn't throw no shit away,
I'd be like, whoop my ass. I had a smart mouth. Mama said, like, kids in Africa are starving. You can eat them. If I eat it or I don't eat it, they still gonna be hungry, right?
My grandma was good, like with a belt like Indiana Jones. I didn't want no smoke with that.
Oh no, I'll pick an ass up with any day. If I said I wasn't doing something, that's just it. I was like, go ahead with me. I always just stepping like that.
Man,
but yeah.
But I definitely agree with that. I think board games should be also thing, playing games with your family. You know what I mean? Even your close knit, you know what I mean, your kids and you know what I mean, some family you still fuck with because a lot of niggas is disbanded. Niggas like B2K, the niggas broke up quick. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think that
was another thing. That was Big Mama's job to wrangle all the family.
Yeah.
But like, who is gonna be Big
Mama? Nowadays, the person that's Big Mama don't talk to everybody. Big Mama didn't give a fuck who wasn't talking. Y'all bring your ass over here.
That's what I was about to say. Like who would be Big Mama now? Like, wasn't nobody being groomed to be Big Mama? But wasn't nobody being groomed to be Big Mama though? You know what I'm saying? Big Mama had sisters and brothers.
I'll say our parents was the last ones that, because grooming came from just what you did with them and what you were around. So I'll say our parents are the last official groomed ones. They just don't want to. A lot of our parents don't want to step into that area because they're like, and they, you know what I'm saying? If you look at a lot of 50 plus people, they live in their best life. Like that's I'm trying to.
Well,
Oh, no, I'm
that's
trying
what
to
I'm saying.
retire.
But
I
that's
mean, what
the
I'm saying, like that's
But
the,
that's because
so
it's
it's
different
like,
now. They walking around with
yeah.
Apple Vision Pros. She could. Big Mama wasn't walking around with. If Big Mama had an Apple Vision Pro, my nigga, she wouldn't have been cooking. I'm trying to tell you, if Big Mama had a Facebook, it could get up there, get dialed up, and get 50,000 likes, and everybody be
She
on
would
her.
have did.
She
Shit.
ain't got time to cook, my nigga. It was different time. So that's what I'm saying. As far as the traditions, it's harder because the new Big Mamas is getting 50,000 likes for looking good. You feel me? The new
Big Mama
Mama
now
just,
the cruise.
you feel me?
Big Mama
See,
going to
you hear
Essence
me?
Fest.
You
Big Mama had Essence
Snapchats,
Fest.
nigga. Your selfies and shit. So it's like the Big
Yeah.
Mamas is definitely gonna be different. And it's like you can't tell nobody not to do this shit because the shit fire. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The shit
Because
is fire.
also the old ones didn't know themselves outside of taking care of their family, unfortunately. So if they wasn't taking care of their family, it was like, who am I?
But it wasn't nothing. See, and that's the thing. Again, it wasn't nothing to know, right? So I didn't know.
It is. It's always something
Listen,
to know
listen,
outside of.
them niggas, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. We 37 years old. Let's just think about it right now, today. We 37 years old. I'm 37. Rod, what, 32, 33? What you, 30? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm about to be 32 this year. So yeah, I'm 31.
Okay.
Same.
Okay, and then I'm 37, so I'm really the oldest. But regardless, we at our main age right now. We at our actual age,
Yes.
but it's 1972. We gonna say right after all our black leaders was killed. 1972. We at our age right now. First off, we not even having this conversation. You feel me? If we even meet each other. Number two, I don't know that Arizona
My
is
hair, I have a little.
And listen, I don't even know if Arizona is a great
They
place to
look-
move to at that time. You feel me? At that time, I
Oh,
don't know
hell
if I
no.
want to go, especially if I'm from Ohio, nigga. I don't know if I'm finna pack up and go to Arizona because I don't know what the fuck going on out there. You know what I'm saying? My favorite team is Ohio team because I don't get to see the Cardinals. I don't get to see the, only team I really get to see is the Dallas Cowboys. That's why that's America's favorite team. So we are at that time. Our chances are slim on what we can do. I don't know what's going on nowadays. A 60-year-old grandma know she can move to Arizona and it'd be a good place for older people to stay because she can go look it up online. She can, hey Google, what is the best place for a 60-year-old to stay? And then she can just pack up and fucking go. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's different. Back then, Big Mama, I gotta stay right here. This is the only thing I know. I ain't finna go out there and lose everything and it be messed up. So we didn't venture off. You know what I'm saying? We was good where we was
But that's
at.
the thing, like that's not, but you look at that and it's like, so there were people who like literally, let's say the husband passed or something like that. They had no fucking idea what to do with themselves from that day and time because all they did was take care of him and the kids. And it was like, even outside of going to go venture out and, go move somewhere else, you couldn't have went and got, a cute little part-time job at a museum or something. Maybe you like planes. You don't even know if you like fucking plane history.
Hey, look, and now you can go,
but
and
you
now
don't
you,
know,
but
all you ever did was take care of people.
But now you can go to www.myhusbanddied.com and find you a new one. Back then, you know what I'm saying? It was a little bit tough. But go ahead, Rob. My bad, brother.
Well, no. I'm saying, building off what you just said, man. I think that's the major thing, right? I think women right now, they got so much in what the propaganda is building on them, and they feel like now they trade niggas in like cars now, and the nigga could be nothing wrong with them, but now they're saying, oh man, I'm at this piece of paper is telling me I'm at 100. Now you gotta meet me at 150 for us to be with. I feel like this gratification from this piece of paper made them too much, especially in the black community right now. And like everybody want that notion they a boss bitch. I'm staying on this. I'm staying on this.
I don't
doing
want to
this.
be a boss bitch.
I mean, that's niggas too. I think it's both. I think it's people in general because niggas like that too.
And I feel like
every nigga want to be a boss,
I understand that, right? But we all, if you wanted to work, right? And I believe in you can't really guide your life on a piece of paper, a slave master on a piece of paper. That'd be key in a relationship. That nigga that with a lot of money might not give you what Joe Smith is that driving a trash truck. You know what I mean? The nigga with a lot of money, he got a lot of options. Like a nigga with making $250,000 got a lot of options, and it's a touchy situation.
I think that come from.
Go ahead.
I can't agree on that, man.
Yeah,
I can't agree. I can't agree that the money
Is the
The
key.
the money gives him a lot more options as far as probably being robbed. You know what I'm saying? Or probably getting done bad or done wrong because the motherfucker looking or out to get him because he got money. But I don't think that it gives him more options because last time I checked, there's a lot of females here. I mean, you got a lot more maybe options out of a certain category of females, maybe.
Well, let me break this down. Let me break this down then to you, boo. Let's say this, right? We all got a homeboy, right?
Mm-hmm.
The nigga ain't worth shit, right? Let's say the nigga got 8 kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Keisha over there got 8 kids. Who got a better chance than to find a soulmate?
Depends on their position again, man. I mean, he probably
always bounce back.
The man always bounce back.
But listen, you got these niggas out here who, if Keisha with her 8 kids, 6 baby daddies, whatever, got her shit on, she got her Section 8, nigga. She might get a nigga up in there faster than this nigga can find a woman. Is all I'm saying. Like, so if we compare it on a female shit, I don't know. Like, but if we compare it on just the simple fact that a nigga
how many niggas do you think is willing to be a stepfather of 8 kids?
A nigga that ain't
I mean, off rip, not a lot,
sleep.
but any nigga go fuck anything.
Listen, first time you see niggas, right? That's what I'm saying. She got a fucking flat. She got a flat air mattress. If she right enough, she. I don't even know if she right enough. Shit, some niggas is still smack. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, niggas will fuck anything.
That's what I'm saying.
At least 3 or 4 niggas. If she wants, at least.
I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the nigga with the money gonna get, set up maybe if he ain't smart and mentally about how he move. I'm thinking the nigga without no money knows how to get in without the money. So I think that if you can get 3 females to pay for your food over having to pay for your own food 3 times, I think you win. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, don't get it twisted. You shouldn't be looking for nobody to pay for your food, but I'm just saying in general, I don't think that the money is the reason that a man has more options. He just have more. He might have better pillow set than me. You know what I'm saying? His bed might be bigger or some shit, but
I definitely
my stomach might be longer. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say, I see, like, getting older, I think people try to act like money isn't important, right? Like, but it's really fucking important. I think the more that you take care and get older, that shit is actually fucking important. And growing up in a household where my mom was like the breadwinner, I got to see the toll that took on her very often. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a fucking lot. So it's like, yeah, that shouldn't be the attraction. That shouldn't be the main thing you go for, but that should definitely be in the at least top 3, if not top 2 of things that matters. Because at some point that shit can, because one, like I said, it takes a toll if one person is taking care of everything for the most part.
Minus just necessity.
Yeah, I mean, just genuinely the regular shit. That's a lot sometimes, especially nowadays.
You don't have to make outside of. You don't have to make 250,000 to take care, or 100,000. You can make 50,000 and take care of all necessities. So again,
again, I'll just break it down. Woman has husband and 4 boys, taking care of everything, and so one, that's just that's a toll to take. Like, taking the financial toll in any relationship is can be a lot sometimes, depending on how much
everybody else is.
This is 2 people. Then okay, but if it's like, well, I mean, they're kids, they're in school, like, you know what I'm saying. But it's like, again, breadwinner. So the father's bringing in some, something, but that's like, that's the
breadwinner
money. That's the shit to the side.
So is breadwinner the new Jordans, flat screens, video games? That's breadwinner.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
If that could be added to it, because I mean, ultimately, the whole point, it doesn't matter what's being bought. The whole point is I'm the only one that can do it, and very often I don't have enough for my own self, because if I'm not taking care of these kids or this house, then I don't have anything. So when do I do anything for myself, kind of thing? But that's not even the whole point. The whole point is why it's important is, you can also bring a motherfucker down in the hole if you ain't got shit, or like if you're in debt, or you know what I'm saying, you have fucking, it's all kind of shit that comes with money issues that can affect the other person that you're with. And
I
it's
came
like,
across.
Go ahead.
I came across.
Okay.
I came across 15 bands one time, right? For whatever reason. I spent like 2 bands of it, right? And then I started trying to find out what the fuck else am I gonna buy with this shit. Like everything else that I bought just started seeming unnecessary. Oh, I want some new furniture. Unnecessary. Oh, I want some new shoes. Unnecessary because I got some shoes. I want some new this. Unnecessary. Like, you know what I'm saying? It started becoming unnecessary, right? And I don't have nowhere near close to 150,000 or 100,000, whatever. And it just started seeming unnecessary with just a little ass 15,000, like everything I was buying. Oh, more weed. Oh, more bottles. Oh, I can go kick it and drink and go to a fucking, like it all started seeming unnecessary. Big ass TVs or what, all that shit just started seeming unnecessary. Like, what am I going to buy that really makes sense? And so then once I started thinking like that, it's like, to me, it don't really be the money because you start, what you going to do? You buy 5 TVs for your house. You're not going to watch them all. You buy motherfucking 6 cars.
Well, if there's 4 bedrooms and a living room with 4 boys who each have a room themselves,
that's cool. Okay, and that's okay though, because TVs is only costing like $200. So even if we do go ahead and cash out during our tax time, everybody deserve it. You know what I'm saying? We cash out, you know, and make everybody feel comfortable at home. We still gonna be making more money. What are we gonna be doing? Spending it on cruises, spending it at the movies, spending it out to eat, spending it on the rings, spending it on makeup, spending it on all this shit that's really not necessity. So at this point, you only want me to make this amount of money so we can be able to go do the other things while the necessities are taken care of. We ain't got to worry about the necessities.
So
now we can go out and do all the unimportant shit. That's what we saying the money is important.
But then the point is we don't have the money for the unimportant shit because all of it is, that's the point. Like, if all we have is necessities, then we're living to pay bills.
And nobody wants to listen. I'm not saying we should live check to check, and I'm not saying that you should want to stay at a $50,000 a year type of person or salary. You feel me? What I'm saying is that shouldn't be the end all be all, because if we can make it off of $50,000,
oh yeah, no, it should be about more, but you should also be able to live for more than just taking care of the necessity. Like,
but what he was saying,
don't be unnecessary all the time. Like, but what he was saying is the niggas with money wins more. And I was saying I don't think that's true, because just because you got more money doesn't mean that you going.
And Troy, I understand what you mean too, but I say this, man. Maybe not for y'all, not you, because you, like you said, you're openly homosexual, right? But I say this,
nigga,
right?
I'm gay. It's okay.
All right. You're gay, nigga. You're gay, right? But I say this, right? It's a lot of times. It's a lot of times, right? You be in a relationship, right? A nigga get out of a relationship, and let's say you fuck around and have 1 kid with somebody. A lot of bitches don't understand. When the motherfucker put that hammer on the motherfucker to pay XYZ. I got a lot of homeboys right now, no lie, work for the post service. This nigga paying $1,500 for 2 kids in a month time. So they don't understand, like, yo, I'm in the hole a little bit. I need you to meet me here. That's the problem. No, that's how my mom raised me. You supposed to take care of everything. Bitch, I'm taking care of my kids. That's my important thing to do. But it's a sloppy situation when it comes to that shit. Women don't got to deal with them kind of factors. The man always get taxed for everything. The man's always a loser. The man always got to take L's. How many broads right now you know that are taking L's?
I know a lot.
See, I go back to tradition though, because traditionally the man did take care, like back, you know what I'm saying? Papa took care of all of the shit because Big Mama stayed her ass at home and cooked and ironed his clothes, and that's it. And
but a lot of women was not being spiteful and putting niggas on child support.
Well, no, I just mean as far as tradition goes back then. But like as far as like just to hop back on that, to tie that in, that's ironic because it's funny, like that was a thing too. Like, and that took a toll on men for having to take care of every single fucking thing. That's why niggas had gout at like 25. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why a lot of niggas died at 65. All that stress.
Yeah.
I gotta pay the white man taxes. I gotta make sure I take care of all my kids and or I'm gonna take my license or do this or do that. Like, nigga, why I got all these? Why you gotta put me on all these stress boxes? I gotta make sure I gotta be a good father. I gotta make sure I'm gonna be a good husband. Like, it's a lot of stress niggas gotta go through. And y'all, hey, I'm a boss bitch though, but no, you taking all this $1,500 payment, but you broke still. That shit don't make sense to me. How you get
Listen, that's
$1,500?
that's not the female way, bro. The female way is not being broke. Like, especially a female that's really about her money. She gonna tell you she broke. She ain't broke, my nigga. She just knows
Hell
that
nah.
it's easier for her to. It's easier for her to be broke. If
How
she
many
say
got
she broke,
Section 8?
listen. That's cool. Listen, that don't mean she ain't got no side hustle. That mean Rick ain't come through 3:00 in the morning and drop her off, and don't nobody know nothing
Shit,
about.
doing hair,
You feel me?
babysitting,
Oh,
doing
no
hair.
dick.
All kinds
That's
of
what
shit.
I'm saying.
But listen though, this is what I'm trying to say to you
dick.
though. This is what I'm trying to say to you though, man. You got to think
Dick
about
don't get
this.
sold.
Shit, I can.
Listen,
Fuck
dude,
that.
that's what I'm saying. Listen, this
Yo,
nigga crazy.
he's bugging. This nigga bugging. Troy bugging. This nigga bugging. This nigga wow.
Hey, this is what I'm saying though, man. The lady is definitely gonna get her money by any means. She knows what she's sitting on. She knows it's an easy way to get a couple dollars if she needs to, if she bought her bread. But when you saying like okay, how did you say it, Troy? You said, or no, Rod, you were saying, how did you say it? You said she doesn't, the man doesn't have to go through what the woman goes through. Is that what you said?
They got options. Men can't be pro-choice.
No, I'm talking about just everything. Like we lose every time. You were saying like we lose every time, right?
We lose in relationships.
But look though, listen, you said okay. So listen, this is what I want to say. This is basically what I was going to say, man.
Go ahead.
How many people or females that y'all have on y'all list? It's maybe not even your friends that y'all just known for a minute that y'all know for a fact was I don't need no nigga, I don't need no nigga, I don't need no man. And now they, oh, if I get a man, babe, this gonna be my vacation. This is what we gonna do. How many females you seen on your page doing that?
It's all finesse. It's all the matrix.
But listen to what I'm saying. You say they winning, but I'm telling you that regardless of how bad a female thinks she is, and she can be with this nigga and that nigga, you right. You can go to the club and find any nigga you want. But once we all know that you've been smashing this, that's all we're going to do for you. You're going to have to move to Arizona, baby. Like for real. Like, so you got to think about all this bad bitch shit talk that motherfuckers be talking and all this real shit that motherfuckers be talking when actuality, bro, if she act like she the baddest in the hood and this nigga was able to get her and that nigga was able to get her, she was never the baddest, right? So then sometimes we start looking at our standards like, well, this nigga got her and he got this money. He was able to get her. And nigga, do you not know how many other niggas done been with her that have money? You want that?
And boo,
what the fuck you want that for? We start lowering our standards.
Yeah, but that's the niggas will also do that quicker. Niggas will get in line quicker than a bitch.
But they not about to stay with her. You about to be the one to try to marry her 20 years later after she settled down and want to marry.
Surprised. What DMX said, you love your baby mama. You never let her go. Like niggas, I get what you mean, but I genuinely think that because nowadays a lot of niggas don't have game for real and don't really know how to talk to women. So if they can get it, they fighting like hell to hold on to it to make sure they can keep it. So,
but what you right, and that's what I mean.
A lot of niggas without game and shit like that, and they ain't really got shit going for themselves or whatever the fuck. If she happen to fuck a nigga like that, that nigga's in love.
And so you definitely right. You definitely right. It's like you ever seen Bambi as a kid?
Yes.
You see when them two buck fucking deers start locking them fucking antlers and shit. That's real life. That's niggas do that shit every day. A nigga right now will kill his baby mom right now if she talking to another nigga. I don't give two fucks. But it's how deep niggas go for a piece of pussy. It's crazy, man.
But it still don't be about like I said, it still don't be about the money. Nigga with money go crazy about the pussy. A nigga without money go crazy.
Oh yeah.
So and I don't think that the nigga got more of an advantage, and I don't think that the females have. I don't think they win.
I think that's
so
personal.
much.
I think it's.
I think women got more resources. That's the only difference.
It depends, though, bro. It's like, listen.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, man, if a woman ain't really doing her job, now, yes, we do get with these women and they make the rules. You know what I'm saying? Now, she own her shit. She doing what she's supposed to do. And she say, no, I need this nigga to have visitation. You can only see him on the weekends. It may be fucked up and we may have to deal with that. Don't get it twisted. And we may have to pay a couple of dollars. But the judge gonna look at the shit and see it. See, most of the time, niggas don't be in the position to say shit, right? So a nigga be done rob somebody, smack the old lady, beat up a young little kid they weren't supposed to beat up, and now they trying to prove to the judge that they gonna be a good man in their child's life. The judge ain't hearing that. You feel me? But some of these niggas out here, they don't even know how to go to the judge and be like, look, this is what I can do, this is what I got, this is what I want to be able to do for my kids. And the judge gonna see it on both ways if niggas go correct. Most time we can't go correct because of our background, right? So some of these dudes, man, it don't even be the woman's fault. It just be the nigga just not responsible. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like some of these niggas, they are responsible or they think they responsible. But I've seen some niggas who got full ass jobs and take care of all their bills and shit, man. But at the same time, they drink a little too much. You know what I'm saying? Or
so they like somebody go to that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and they don't do shit. Don't get it twisted. They don't go to jail. They don't get in fights and shit. You know what I'm saying? They just drink a lot. So they might be passed out one day and the kid might be playing in the water or playing with someone. So, you know, it's not that the person is bad. It's just that they just ain't fit for real, even though they should have their kids. So it's like a lot of
that's also depression, motherfucker. That's what you need to call the lady. It's time to call the lady.
Some niggas do like drink. Some niggas do like being drunk though. Nigga, where the 40s at?
That's the problem. That's like
it is a problem. But he take care of his bills. His rent is always paid on time. You feel me? Ain't no accidents. He going to work every day. Like he just like to drink. You feel me? And it's like I get it. It's an addiction. Just like anything else that you do too much.
But everybody got addiction.
And so some of those variables come into why the women win is all I'm saying. Because you can go in that bitch and get to it. Listen, if you got your shit right, you got enough to pay you a quick little lawyer for bands real quick, nigga. You can pay a lawyer more than she can pay. You can get it, bro. I'm telling you, man, it's not as hard as motherfuckers make it out to be, bro. It's just we bow down so much. We so pussy whipped. We the woman. And I respect the woman, but my shit works just as much
also just, I think insecure men too. I think like just back
that's
to,
what I'm saying.
Back to the first conversation.
You're not about
like
to tell me
nigga ain't going. Yeah.
You're not about to tell me you worth more than me, young lady. You're not about to tell me, oh, because I got this, you got to pay for it. No, bitch, because I got this, you got to pay for it. Because I'm finna put this work in. So somebody finna pay something, but I ain't finna pay no cash. Like we gonna work this out. We gonna figure out if I got to pay something, that mean I'm finna be eating now. I'm finna be getting good plates. You feel me? We finna work together. Because if I got to pay you, I can't go eat. I can't go out to eat.
Half should be is ideal. Like
and bake with fried chicken in the oven. That's all she gonna make.
Listen,
that goes back to the other part too. How you go half and half on a motherfucker that make way less than you? And not to say that should be a point, but like
if I'm putting money in your pocket, I shouldn't have to go get no fast food. I should never have to cook for myself. If I'm putting money in your pocket, and especially for you, I shouldn't have to. It's just that simple. Like so when niggas call it tricking, I get it. But are you really getting something out of her? You just giving it to her because she's so pretty. Like I'm not giving you nothing because you just so fucking pretty. I need to be able to get something in return. So and not just no cheeks, because everybody giving it up for the cash anyway. So can you cook? Like you said, some of the motherfuckers can't even read, but they walk around here acting like they bad. We got the whole Sukihana. Everybody on the world loves Sukihana, and she making all this noise. And she in here telling this girl she ain't a fucking musician. You're not a musician. This is what we getting. You telling me I'm about to trick on that, and she said niggas be tricking on it. This is what we so what are we comparing our women to at this point? Because I know it's some women out there that's not with that shit, bro. You can't tell me.
But why should we? I guess I think that goes back to it too. I think men should, because I think we're still too worried about each other. Men need to figure out what they're comparing themselves to, and women need to compare themselves with
because you can't.
Like it start with self. Everything start with self. Like once,
but you still have to cross it though, Troy. Because this is why.
But like start with your shit first. Start with your shit first.
But
like,
this how you fucked up. But this how we fucked up traditions though, right? We don't have no type of tradition at that because now we only going off of what self think. And in actuality, yes, Sukihana can do and say and act however she wants to act. But,
yeah, I don't mean how self. I mean deal with yourself, like evolve, like. Get better,
but it's easier. It's easier to say that than to see somebody go up this easy ass path and really make it. Like you know what I'm saying. So when
and that's it.
It's a so what? But at the same time, this is my grandma. This is about to be my grandma now.
Yeah, you definitely right about that.
And just.
But I think
Troy, this about to be your grandma, my nigga. Your grandma gonna have a B. Your grandma about to have a BBL,
Grandma gotta have a
my
life
nigga.
too.
That's it crazy.
Grandma
BBL
gotta have a
with
life
Granny.
too.
Granny better have a wagon.
Because like I get what you mean, but like I just think we worry too much about each other. like we do need to, but it's like how do you pour from an empty cup? If your cup is empty, what the fuck are you pouring to somebody else's? And so we are so worried about everybody else's cup that our cup ain't got shit in it.
Nobody's
so it's
cup
like,
is
right.
Nobody's cup is empty though. Nobody's cup is empty though.
Damn near. I mean, not actually, but that's the point. That we're so worried about other people's cups, we're not paying attention to our own.
Minus the little bit of liquor in this cup. If this is an empty cup, this cup is about movies, TV shows, all that. This is empty. If this is my cup,
but you ain't even looking at your cup. Is my point. Because I'm not saying you aren't, but like the idea is that
I have a question. If y'all are already in a relationship, why are y'all worried about other women's expectations? I'm just talking I'm just trying to save the brothers. I'm telling them right now, you might as well get a vasectomy right now and go put that semen up and just give them out like that.
It's not the other. Listen, okay, Trey. Before I answer your question, Miss Lando, mind. Listen, my cup. If I'm just saying it's empty. If this is one cup right here, and I'm looking at this cup, and we're gonna say this cup is empty as well. So this cup is podcast lit. This is what I got going on. This is full. I got this going on. But this cup is empty, and I always want to do TV's movie shows. Well, guess what? I just came across Troy. He doing TV's movie shows, and he just actually hit me up. So I hope you respond to me in the messages too, because I responded as well. But
acting as an actor.
Now my cup is about to start filling up over here in the movie side. You feel me? So I can't stay in my own lane. I need to get in Troy's lane because the only way I can talk about movies and shit is over here because I already got this going on over here. So I need to get in your situation.
So I get that, but that's different from what I mean is more so because I get that. Like I just mean because you're aware of what's in your cup. I mean, motherfuckers look at other people's cups, don't even know what's in theirs. They haven't even tasted their cup yet. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even swing it around with a little ice and put their finger in that motherfucker. Like they don't know what's in their own cup, and they are so busy. Like, well, what you got over there? Hey, what she got over there? Motherfucker, what do you have in here?
Comprehension. I comprehend now. I fully comprehend now. I comprehend now fully.
But I
and then,
go.
Oh, and then I just want to answer Miss Londa's question real quick. If I'm in a relationship or not, it's not about me being worried about nobody else's relationship as much as it's about the influence that those people are deciding to put in. See, you could be around people and you never know that this man hit on his woman or this woman beat on her man, or you can never know these niggas been cheating on each other for years because they don't broadcast it, right? But then you got the other ones who we all see and we always seen who are broadcasting the bullshit, right? And that is influencing because we seeing clip after clip, and then everybody giving their opinions on what they would do if they was in that situation. And it's like, hold on, did any of us stop and think that we don't want to be in this situation? But it doesn't seem like nobody ever stops and think about the situation and to clarify it. It's always, well, this is my opinion. Well, my opinion, and we arguing. So I think the relationships do not matter, but it does give everybody an opinion when you put it in the broadcast in the public. You know what I'm saying? If you put if you put these relationships in the public, everybody, who was it? Love and Hip Hop, the producer dude and Jocelyn. Everybody had an opinion, right? A Jocelyn acting like this, dude acting like that. Everybody, my man can't be like this. My woman can't. All of a sudden, I'm sitting over here watching TV. She telling me I better not be like him. I'm like, what? I don't even know this nigga. And then I'm looking at Jocelyn. I'm like, okay, I don't want my bitch. Now I'm judging my bitch off of Jocelyn now. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, this is what I mean when I say the influence of a relationship. It's not, I don't want to just walk in your house and be like, your shoes should be hanging up over here. Why your closet ain't got the shirts here and the pants? I'm not gonna come.
But I do believe in gender roles, like you said, man. I believe in let's take turns cooking. You do certain chores, I do certain chores. It's going.
That's if you like cooking, though, my nigga. She might like cooking.
But I'm saying, let's switch it up. Even if you burnt out, let me know if you burnt out. We make a schedule. Yeah. I believe in everything being.
You should know to ask her if she burnt out because sometimes they just like cooking, my nigga.
But I'm just saying, nigga.
Well,
sometimes
that shit comes from motherfuckers that didn't want to do shit, man. That comes from motherfuckers who just didn't want to do certain shit. Like, why I gotta cook? That's all that come from. Man, she cooked too.
Yeah, I like cereal. I'm not, hey, Miss Londa. I'm just saying, I'm lactose intolerant. I can't take
it. It came from people like Miss Londa. Shout out Miss Londa.
I can't do cereal for dinner.
It came
That
from
shit-
you. It came from people exactly like you, Miss Londa. It came from exactly people like you. Shout out to my lady, Miss Londa, man. That's my homie right there, man.
Salami sandwiches. Huh?
Yeah, she one of them people because I'm definitely about to get on her ass too. Londa one of them. Londa is pretty much the female that I'm talking about minus the hoe. You feel me? I ain't gonna. I don't believe that I don't believe that she has any like hoe to her or any of that.
Oh,
like,
I'm not talking shit, but everybody got some hoe.
I mean, we all got
everybody
right?
got some hoe. It just depends on who bring it out of them, but everybody
But
got hoe.
she is the epitome of when we say a nigga get tired of your shit, because Londa is the one who gonna come home and be hungry. Well, she might have something cooked, but she's not getting up in the middle of the night to make you nothing to eat. That shit dead. Like, she's not doing it. Like, you probably got to get your drawers up, type shit. She ain't playing with you, leaving your drawers on the floor. She ain't. I don't know about that part, but I definitely know that you ain't playing with he ain't getting no home cooked meal. You feel me? And it's just like, I mean, he might, but you just said it, salami, cereal. So, and they gonna have to, I don't know what them type of women.
Salami sandwiches, niggas about to be over Miss Brenda's house. That's what
I'm not paying. You see what I'm saying? So a woman like Miss Londa can't ask. I don't feel like a woman like Miss Londa can ask for a nigga that's bringing in 250,000. If I was bringing in 250,000,
I'm not cooking in the middle of the night.
See, if I'm bringing home 250,000, you're getting the see. And there you go. That's why we lose, because I want my woman to cook. You're not about to take my money and buy no motherfucking man. I could have did that myself, obviously. What the fuck? I need to you to take my money and buy
meal. Let me go ahead
and boom, and Troy. You know what the niggas will tell you their love language is? I'm Mark Jacob.
That's what the females will tell you?
Yeah, a purse. That's their love language. Gifts. Yeah. God damn, you got nothing deeper than that.
You know what mine is?
I mean, gifts is a love language.
I love when my love language is a mop stick and some cheeky shorts.
I mean, for some people, in opposition, because I like to actually buy gifts. Like, I'm thoughtful. I like to think about a person actually, like, see the surprise on the face. Like, oh shit, like, damn, this is cool as fuck. Or like, oh my god, I want something like this. So like, some people actually do like to do shit like that too. Like, that's something I'm learning. Like, I actually have a friend too who just likes that shit with like our group and shit. So it's like some people actually do like
it's also some other shit you can
do shit
instead of financial. It's some other things.
Yeah.
Spending time, making new experiences, going working out together.
Money ain't important, man. It don't be important, man. I could do so much shit without money.
I can't say it's not important. I don't think it should be the most, but it's definitely important.
I give it necessity important. Anything else, bro? Man, anything else, man, you can definitely make it happen without money, man. I mean, you can get free everything, man. Motherfuckers will give you shit just because they trying to write shit off on their taxes.
But the question is, how long should you live like that, though?
It's not even about living like that. It's how we being living.
Matter of fact, that's a good question. That's a good question, Troy. How long can you be the breadwinner? Let's say the person is. Let's say the person only making this. Y'all both grinding. He makes a little bit less than you. How long can you be LeBron game 6? How long can you go in that situation for?
For me, it would depend on what the other person is doing. Like, are they ambitious enough to be working on something? Like, they have like a dream that they're working towards. Like, are you just sitting this bitch on, on some 2K every day type shit?
Yes, say in this point, right? Let's say this motherfucker he works at a hospital, and let's say his dream is to be a photographer, and he's slowly, he building his clientele. How long can you wait to be the breadwinner for on that situation?
I'd give it a couple years. If I really like, what I'm saying, if we in that spot for real, I'll give it a few years, honestly. It just depends on how hard you're working. If I see you out here booking shoots consistently, I
don't like that though. Like people always want to say if I see it. Sometimes you don't see.
Yeah, I mean, because if you ain't doing shit, then I can't give you a couple years. I give you a couple months.
I got to ask you a question, Troy. I got to ask you a question. I've been debating on if I was going to ask you this because I have to get a clear understanding, so
Yeah,
my
yeah.
questions can be understood. I mean, my questions come out a little bit clearer, or my understanding. So, would you be the more on the feminine side of the relationship or the masculine side of the relationship?
I'm sure be versatile. For the most part, I'm a masculine person, but like I can. It depends on the person. Like
Okay, so then you see, so then
out, I guess.
So then you can pretty much get an understanding when I'm talking about on my end as well. Okay, so then so
okay.
if we talking about taking care of somebody, you get with somebody on the masculine side, we on the masculine side, as far as our partner is going to be on the feminine side, obviously. You get with that person, you take care of that person, right? So I don't know how that goes on that side of it, but I would think that if I'm on the masculine side and that person is on then I'm taking care of that person, right?
I mean,
So
you can but yeah.
So when he asks who is the breadwinner, like for instance, if with my relationship with my woman, if she winning, I have to just figure out things to make sure that she don't stop losing. She don't start losing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have to keep her and vice versa. And sometimes it don't have to be both at the same time, and it can be both at the same time. But if it's working, our job is to help the other person continue going, right? So as a man, if I'm the breadwinner, I don't think that there's a time to stop. Like, you know what I'm saying? As a breadwinner, if I'm taking care of my woman and my children, I don't stop doing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I stay in that position and the bread doesn't stop coming in. I don't wait for her to figure out what she got to do. I don't figure out how she don't have to figure out what she gonna do to make the light stay on and all that. That's all on me. I make sure that shit is done. So now we just talking about mental, right? And if she want to go work and get more money at this point, right? Because the breadwinner is like, I mean, we talking legacies at this point, and we talking breadwinner now. Because what is a breadwinner? We talking nice cars, nice clothes. We talking about businesses that's going.
At the basic point of it is just I make most of the money and I take care of most of the.
But he said, when do it stop?
That needs to be taken care of.
He's saying, when does it stop?
And so,
who takes over? You see what I'm saying? So that's like, am I installing it in my kids? Am I getting a business going so they can continue taking over, or am I just out here passing out dollars until I? But
that's okay. More? I get you. So then that goes back to what I was mentioning earlier about like how back in the day the man was like the breadwinner, took care of everything, but also that made some men sick early and young and shit like that because certain shit just takes a toll on you. So if it gets to start to affect your health, are you just not gonna say anything? Like, hey, baby, can you just got a little part time just to take a little because I'm working, 10 hours every fucking day, and I threw my back out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas throw their back out back in the day, but they were just still expected to just keep fucking going. Like, well, fuck that back, nigga. Papa put on he put on his gout socks, nigga, and went back to work. Like, whole ass feet killing him. But that was what he was expected to do because if he didn't do it, it just wasn't being done. So that's why it's like, it's more so about partnership. And it's like, okay, I can handle this for a second, but if it gets to, so I guess more so, Rod, for me, if it starts to affect me adversely in any kind of negative way, then I'm like, all right, hey, get a little help. But like, if you're genuinely, like I said, if you're really working towards something, you're ambitious, and I can see it, I'm not gonna fault you for making less than me. I'm down to take care of the shit because also on the flip side, we've always heard the stories of niggas who you do shit, kick them out, all that shit, and they turned around and got $1 million deal. Now they're the biggest name in the world, and you just kick that motherfucker out. I'm sick of this shit.
Hit the lotto yesterday. So you just hit the lotto.
So
I definitely feel this conversation, man. That's why I wanted to do Monday meditation night, man, because just learning more and more, to take some shit a little bit serious on my channel. And I appreciate y'all coming on. So let the people know where they can get you at you, man. Troy, you started off. Let the people know what you got going on and all that stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am the host of Love Journal, my love therapy show, and Man of Horror, my horror passion show. So definitely check those both out. And to check out my new horror book, The Cicada Diaries, on Amazon. Horror anthology book, super dope, Black Stephen King.
Shout out Podcast Lit. That's my shit. Host the Podcast Lit, man. Make sure y'all check that out, man. Talking everything, enlightenment, learn from everything, no matter what it is. Shout out Opulence Radio. I got a show on there called The Untold Truths with Boom. So make sure y'all check that out. We talk about a lot of conspiracy and thoughts. And also check out Sip and Talk with Miss Londa. I definitely rock with her show. We also got some real cool things coming out on that TV show she has on the Queen's app. So definitely check that out as well, man. And shout out to you, Rob, for having me on. Hey, Troy, I don't know if I'm supposed to watch that movie now or what.
Oh, yeah. One of these days over the next week. I was gonna try and set it for some point next week. So but I'll let you know today so you can kind of figure it out.
Shout out to you, Rod. Thanks for having me on, bro.
All right, man. I appreciate y'all coming on, man. And if anybody's interested coming on Monday meditation night, let me know. I'm learning a lot of things off these conversations, man. It's good just to have some less titty this conversations, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all again, man. Make sure y'all go check them out. I gotta come check me out on the graveyard shift and at 9:15. You know what I mean? We're gonna build tomorrow. So tomorrow, come check me out also Tuesday night. You can't take everybody. It's gonna be a great episode. Just talk about survivor guilt and survivor remorse and shit like that, and just talk about. Do you feel like you can take anybody with you to certain places? And do you have a friend for this, a friend for that type of kind of conversation, and even some family things? Go ahead.
Hey, Rod, I just wanted to say to you too, bro. Shout out to you, man. I'll be seeing all your clips, man. I'll be seeing you clip up everything, man. You really put your work into your craft, bro. So, man, shout out to you, man. You take this shit serious, bro. And I see you. If don't nobody else see you, brother, I see you, bro. You doing
I got a little beef about that too, but I'm gonna leave that alone, man. Niggas getting kind of a little bit of salty about it, man.
Hey, listen, the thing about it is
you're over posting, but
no,
fuck that.
Fuck that. Because you actually, it sounds like you overworking, and then you're not. You know what I'm saying? We just not working enough, my nigga. So keep posting. And if the motherfuckers want to go on somewhere else, it's cool. Because somebody gonna see it. Don't look. Hey, listen, if it's 1,000 Rod videos and one podcast lit video, and I'm complaining about you posting too much, you feel me? Who the fuck gonna get seen first? I don't give a fuck about podcast lit complaint, my nigga. Keep doing what you do, my nigga. Shout out to you.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you, Troy, coming on and being honest about you and being unapologetic about that, man. Because a lot of people, it's a lot of niggas right now can't live with themselves, living their truths, man. Because I appreciate you for doing that. A lot of niggas is out here just lying and shit and not trying to live who they really are. So I respect the motherfucker who's going to be honest with themselves more than anything.
Don't know how to be shit else.
So we out of here, man. Make sure you have a good rest of the week, man. Go check out these brothers, man. And we going out. We out of this fucking place.